Now, there are more than 6,500 foreign-born Catholic priests in the United States, one church of the total number of clergy. Now, many are from Africa, and many U.S. Catholic churches and priests have ties to the continent. VOA's Caroline Presutti tells us how a Kenyan priest got to the U.S. and why.
In the tiny community of Hickory, Maryland, Father Isaac Makovo conducts weekday Mass.
All glory and honor is yours, forever and ever.
Amen. The Mass is much more solemn than the one in his hometown of Mombasa, Kenya, where Mass is truly celebrated.
I would say back at home, sometimes people make fun of it. They call it like the dancing church.
Churches like his in Kenya have written new songs in preparation for Pope Francis' visit. Almost 1 million people are expected at the Mass in Nairobi.
The expectations are just very high. The spirits are very high. The body of Christ.
Amen.
And so it's ironic that Father Isaac will be here during that time as one of the more than 1,000 African priests who work in the United States. And here's why. Over the last 50 years, U.S. Catholics increased, while the number of priests dropped by 1/3. Meantime, in Africa, the number of priests more than doubled. So the United States started recruiting its clergy. Evening prayer at the National Seminary at Catholic University in Washington, D.C. Father Philip Brown is its rector. Instead of recruiting, his religious order travels to Zambia to develop and keep the church there.
I don't think that it's wrong to be attracting these men, but I also think we have to be very, very conscious, intentional about not exploiting their situation or their need.
Heal the afflicted and make them all.
To avoid this, the Conference of Catholic Bishops released a document detailing policy and procedures for welcoming foreign-born priests.
Hello.
Father Isaac chats daily with his family in Kenya.
To be honest with you, sometimes I miss them a lot. Blessed be his holy name.
He says he has no plans to retire in the United States. He will return home to Africa, where everything is a little more familiar. In Hickory, Maryland, Caroline Presutti, VOA News.